Meteorologists have now confirmed that tornadoes did in fact hit western New York and Pennsylvania during this week's violent and damaging storms. But such severe weather doesn't have to be as destructive anymore. Mark Strassman explains why.
Yeah, this was kind of the aisle that we all went down.
Mike Hollowell manages the Lowe's in Sanford, North Carolina, rebuilt after a tornado's direct hit leveled the store last year. The EF3 tornado, packing winds of 165 miles per hour, collapsed the building's facade and 3/4 of its roof. 100 customers and employees sprinted for cover. No one was killed.
When I was right about this area right now, I was looking back and the roof was literally pulling off behind me.
That disaster was another example of the need for construction standards that can stand up to severe weather. Watch this test in a South Carolina research hangar. 2 commercial buildings are battered by 100 fans blowing 135-mile-per-hour winds, equal to a Category 2 hurricane. The building on the left, common in America's strip malls, collapses. The one on the right, with identical materials but built to higher wind-resistant standards, holds up.
Make it strong.
Julie Rochman is CEO of the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety. She says Hurricane Andrew's 1992 strike on South Florida, a $26 billion disaster, was a wake-up call.
When Andrew came along and threw roofs back and opened buildings up, we could actually see how those buildings failed very vividly. We could see how straps weren't connected, things that had gone wrong because there was nobody enforcing the codes.
The Institute recently rated building codes in 18 hurricane-prone states from Texas to Maine. Florida and Virginia earned the highest scores, in the 90s out of 100. Mississippi, the lowest, 4 out of 100.
A lot of these states do not have statewide building codes. In some places, the contractors who do work on your home aren't even licensed.
Rochman says higher construction standards cost relatively little, on average 5% more in construction costs.
Not a lot more money, a lot more safety.
How are we doing today?
Rebuilding Mike Hollowell's store cost Lowe's $10 million. But among all businesses closed by a natural disaster, 1/4 ever reopened their doors. Mark Strassman, CBS News, Atlanta.
Still to come, a return